Get that thing hooked up to the car.
Watch this.
Yeah, okay. Got it.
Tommy, the car, the car! My calculations are correct. When this baby hits 88 miles per hour, you're gonna see some serious shit. Watch this. What did I tell you? 88 miles per hour!
Like seen in the iconic film Back to the Future, time travel has always been a topic for science fiction and countless movies. However, time travel is not just vague fantasy. With the right devices, it is in fact possible. What advancements in technology will allow time travel? Looking into ancient texts, we can find a number of references to time traveling. In Hindu mythology, King Rayavata Kakudmi travels to meet the creator Brahma for a short period of time. But when he returns, 108 yugas, about 400 million years, has passed on Earth. Brahma explains time runs differently in different planes of existence. Similarly, there are references in the Quran. A young group of Christians escape persecuting by following God's guidance to the cave of Al-Kahf. After God puts them to sleep, they wake up 309 years later. This is similar to Christian story of the seven sleepers. A Japanese legend of Urashima Taro, who visited the underwater palace of the dragon god Ryujin, stayed there for 3 days and returned to the surface to find 300 years have passed. Clearly, stories of time travel have existed for many centuries. To this day, people continue to claim to have seen a time traveler or time travel themselves. There have been many speculations of government conspiracies to cover up time machines. It's common sense to assume the military would be interested in the possibility of time travel and would engage in extensive research on the topic. There's no doubt that there's scientists working to create time machines. A number of patents have been filed to possible time machines. Most famous patent was Mr. Marlin Pullman's. Marlin Pullman was a scientist, an engineer, a member of Mensa with a bachelor, an MBA, and a PhD. He applied his patent in 2006 when he was going through chemotherapy for Hodgkin's lymphoma at the time. His patent was denied, but Pullman turned out to be a pretty dark individual. In 2013, Pullman pleaded guilty to drugging and abusing 4 women. At the trial in Oregon, he was asked, "I said I had to do something while I was going through chemo," said Pullman. "I had nothing better to do. I think I made a mathematical error." How time travel works. Time is not constant. That means 12 hours on Earth is not equal to 12 hours on the moon. For example, the clocks on the GPS satellites run a fraction of a second slower than clocks on Earth. This is why the military adjusts these every day to match Earth's clocks. Time is different in different parts of the universe, depending on the gravity and velocity of an object. Basically, the faster you go, the slower time ticks. Or the more gravity you are affected by, the slower time ticks. This is called time dilation, and it's mentioned in Einstein's theory of relativity. This gives us two ways to slow down time and travel into the future. Either more gravity or more velocity. Let's say a little boy named Al was selected to travel on a spaceship at 99% the speed of light, while his twin brother Bert stays on Earth. In one Earth month, Bert ages 1 month. However, Al ages a whole 30 years. Now, all we need for a time machine is a vehicle to travel near the speed of light. Sadly, the fastest man-made object, Juno, does not meet the requirement. Juno travels at 0.01% the speed of light. Although that's remarkably fast, it wouldn't be fast enough to get our desired results. And if Al traveled on Juno instead, after 10 Earth years, he would return to be only 3 seconds older than his twin brother. To create a spaceship capable of reaching such high speeds, physicists suggest using exotic matter as fuel. But not much is known about exotic matter, so we'll try another type of vehicle. A train perhaps, but not just any ordinary train. This train would have to be powered by electromagnets. This type of train is already being implemented in Japan, becoming the first fastest train in the world. It's called maglev for magnetic levitation. The train hovers over tracks providing no friction, while magnets on the train and on the rail propel it forward. The top speed is 581 kilometers per hour, but to travel through time we need to go faster than that. So we would have to construct a track around the Earth, around the equator of the Earth, and speed up the train so that it rotates around the Earth 8 times per second. Another way to achieve time travel into the future would be through gravity, since an increase in gravity will decrease time. This will need extreme conditions like as velocity time dilation needed, such as traveling near a black hole. A black hole's gravity would be strong enough to slow down time for you in a noticeable amount if you don't get sucked in. However, this method is unlikely since the closest black hole to Earth is roughly 1,600 light years away. Traveling to this black hole would take our fastest man-made object, Juno, 12 million years. This type of time travel is seen in the movie Interstellar, as the crew travels near a black hole for a couple hours, but time dilation causes it to be 23 years instead.
Hello, Rob?
I've waited years. How many years? By now it must be.
It's 23 years, 4 months, 8 days.